Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading. This is this little period of time between the full moon that we just had in Libra, and as we start making our way toward that new moon eclipse that's coming up soon. And so I kind of wanted to take a look at what Spirit wanted to talk about. What should you be paying attention to? And we'll do a 9-card spread on it. I want to get a clarifier for a month here for you. Is it this one or this one? It's this one. Clarifier for a month is the month is June. I do encourage you to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising because I put ththese cards into a different pile. They don't go back in, so you can't get the same kind of reading, really. So it says you will be playing a different role. So you have a hat. So there's some kind of a change, or you're taking on a new aspect of your life, or maybe it could be like you go from being single to being married, or you go from being the subordinate to now you're in charge of a team, or you go from being, a couple to now you have a child, some kind of a change coming, right? So you're playing a new role. And then you have the kangaroo, unsettling times, and you need to plan ahead. I think that with your ruling planet of Uranus in Taurus, squaring, it's not even about the squaring. So over the course of we have Mercury in retrograde, and Mercury is going to retrograde right up to where Uranus is, and then back up, and then come back again. And so, and then after that happens, then we have Jupiter do the same thing. And so, yeah, I think with all of these transits going back and forth over where Uranus is, and that squares your sign, I do think there's a lot of tension that comes from that. And so you have a bonus extra card for your overall energy. You have the same overall energy that I just got for Aries. So if Aries is strong in your chart, we might want to check that out. But these are every other card is totally different, so maybe not. All right, so here we go. Overall energy is the card of the Lovers. It's the choice and the decision-making energy. It's the divine feminine with the divine masculine. We have the card of June here that shows this little bride. And so, for some of you, it might be definitely getting married. We have the camel here, which says to persevere and you will overcome the problem. So whatever is going on here, you have unsettling times and you need to plan ahead, persevere, and you will overcome the problem. And there needs to be a shift. You're going to have to take on a new role. So maybe you have to pick up since it feels like chores or more obligations, responsibilities, either in or around the home or at work. But it's like all of a sudden you have to do more to help to overcome whatever this problem is. And June, for some reason, feels they're telling us is significant in this situation. And so in June, we do have the North Node shifting out of Taurus into Aries, and we have that eclipse that's coming up in Aries really soon here. So the choices and decisions, also this is the Gemini card. This is June, right? It's the Gemini card. And so really something about a major choice or decision where you're going to choose. You're going to choose what you need to do in order to complete a situation that you need to do. It's going to completely transform some major aspect of your life. Wow, big change. Okay, eclipse season's coming. That's why we're doing these readings, so get ready. So you also have that comes with this choice and decision making, the 7 of Acorns, which is like the 7 of Wands. It says determination and stamina. You are going to have to show up for yourself, and it feels like when it says you will be playing a different role, that means you're showing up for someone else too. It's not just you. You have to show up for yourself, and you're going to have to show up for someone else. When we have the Lovers card, there's 2 involved. There's also this choice and decision. I want to encourage you just from just from an experiential standpoint, that choices and decisions that you make, if you are in a partnership, should be made in collaboration with your partner, and that you work together. Because here we have the two of shells, these two little lovebirds, right? The little love doves here in the area of what you've been seeking information about. It says union and harmony. And so again, I think that for some of you, there is a major around the home, around the family, around a union, there's some kind of a big change happening, and it is requiring you to stay in, I want to say, they're showing me a teeter-totter, right? And in the middle, there's a fulcrum, and you need to stay balanced. So there's this energy of you're going to have to shift this way and this way. That's a flexibility. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. There's that need to be flexible, to shift and sway. And you're not giving up that space in the middle, so you're not really having to change that much, but there is adjusting. There's the shifting of a situation. You're going to have to take on more responsibility. And so as you do that, though, you may be releasing other responsibility, because it's not about being overburdened, right? I never want to encourage you to be overburdened, but I do think that you may say, okay, well, I'll pick this up, but I'm going to have to let this go. And what this is that you're letting go may not be something you particularly want to let go of. It feels almost like, okay, well, I have to do more at home, and so now I'm going to have to give up, bowling night, or I don't know, whatever. It feels like, there feels like there's some kind of a sacrifice involved in this. Why is there a sacrifice? I don't see sacrificial cards here. Oh, well, okay, there's that one. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the most difficult card on here, and then we'll get to the rest of them. Okay, in the energy of what to anchor into, we have the 10 of feathers, which is like the 10 of swords, but it's called recovery and transformation. It is a snake. It's a snake. You're shedding that skin. There is a big transformation, a big change happening. It's eclipse season, so of course there's changes happening, right? And both of those eclipses. So the first one that we're having in Aries, that is in the energy of choice and decision making. So I think this energy that we have coming up here with the first eclipse, it's the new moon eclipse on the 21st of April, will be something that where you make a choice or decision. And then on May 5th, when we have it in Scorpio, which is definitely that snake energy there, and the snake and the eagle, and this has got feathers in the snake. That's pretty, wow. Okay, so that squares you. And so that one is more difficult. And I think that's where the sacrifice comes in. And it is a full moon eclipse, which is again a sacrifice. And so there is a releasing and letting go of something in order to move through the energy. And so the choice and decision that you make on the new moon eclipse will, it seems like by the time you get to the 5th or shortly thereafter, it's like, okay, let's do this change. But what's beautiful is what I'm seeing here. So let's get into this. You have here in the center, you have the card of Temperance. It is a zebra. The zebra is, it's the black and the white, the yin and the yang. It's called balance and harmony. Oh, it's called balance and harmony. That's what I saw. I saw you guys. Okay, so balance and harmony, right? So you're moving in this. The obstacle is the 4 of swords, the 4 of feathers, and it is the bear, and it's the sanctuary and rest. And I think that the struggle is that your hibernation time is over. We got to get up and we got to take action. And eclipses will make us want to take action. And so I feel like there's this energy around, oh my gosh, that seems like a lot. All of a sudden, we got to move really fast. And yes, you do. I think that we've all been a little sluggish, and thank God, Mars is finally moving forward. And I think there's a few things that have kind of held us back. You have here in what is draining your energy, you have the King of Acorns, which is like the King of Wands, and it's optimism and innovation. And so I think you've been feeling sluggish, right? It almost feels like, how you feel really sluggish after a big full meal, and you just want to sit in the lazy boy and watch some TV and not really do anything. In fact, it's too hard to get up to go to bed, right? It's even that kind of energy. And it's like, why bother? Tomorrow's just gonna be more of the same crap. And I think that's been kind of this energy, especially because just as we get to spring here in the northern hemisphere, we get the craziest, crappiest weather. And it's like, oh my God, I'm so ready for weather to change. And I think that we are about to have an astrological, energetic weather change. And it is going to pick up the pace, and everything is going to be shifting. And so, oh my God, I love these cards that you're getting though. These are fabulous. Okay, so this feeling like you want to do something but not really being motivated, that changes really fast. Here we have the Knight of Feathers, which is like the Knight of Swords, which is very much air energy, and you are an air sign. It says action and focus. How do you transform the situation? Through your actions and your focus. And and then you have another card of focus here in around finances and resources. And resources is your energy, it's your time, it's where you put your time and your energy and money and all these things. And you have this Emperor card. It says focus and stability. Your willingness to take the action will help to create the stability that you are seeking during these turbulent times of change. And so you're going to have to take action and change something you're doing, play a new role, take on something new, right? But the rest of these cards, oh my God, I love them so much. So you have here two aces. You have an Ace of Shells, which is like the Ace of Cups, happiness and abundance in the heart space. And in the area of the action to take, you have mental clarity and foundation, the Ace of Feathers or the Ace of Swords. And so these things will allow you to do this transformation, to take on the new role, to make the change that you have coming through. You have the card of love that came through. And again, we have the love card here. And so this is something that, I think you make this shift and this change for love. Okay, so either you're like, I'm tired of being single and I want to be in a loving relationship. What do I need to do that? Well, first love yourself, but what else do you need to do, right? Like you aren't going to meet them laying in the lazy boy watching TV. That's probably not how you're going to meet somebody, right? So there's that. Or what feels most likely, it is for love of a connection that you have, that everything is shifting and changing. There's a new baby, your relationship is shifting, you're taking on a new job because you're trying to take care of your family and create security. So there's something, stability, they're saying stability. So there's this energy of remember why you're doing it. And so even though it feels like it's a bit of a burden, if you're doing it for love, the reason that you're doing it, that makes it something that really works for you, right? And so the motivation becomes really important. Okay, so here we go. Here's the advice. You have the hedgehog. Be a magnet for light, love, and joy. Archangel Gabriel, your words matter. How you communicate matter. Mercury is in retrograde. It's in the shadow as I am recording this. It does not clear its shadow until June 1st. So we are already in this fuzzy communication energy. You've got Pluto in your sign, just turning everything up. And so how you communicate needs to be from the heart, right? Focusing on happiness and abundance, how you bring this in. It's the turtle. That's very creative energy. And it glides through its emotional waters, right? It's swimming and it's gliding. And so it's kind of like when you put the words out there of love, that's what you bring back to you. You kind of bring it around. And so be a magnet for love, light, and joy. Your actions matter. Work from a position of love. We have 3 cards here that are really focusing on that. All right, let's, I'm missing a card here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so we're going to go to the book here because this one looks like to me like a honeybee, right? So that's like the sweetness. So it is 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. That's a change. And the 3, if you break it down, you have the 3 for community and 2 for for like this 2 of shells here. And so again, it feels like a shift around how you interact with others because it's going to affect your one-on-one relationship with someone. So we have the nectar of life. You work so hard and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple things in life. Ooh. Maybe the problem is you've been working so hard that you haven't been slowed down at all. They're letting me know I wasn't getting that right. Okay, so this could be when it's in the challenge position, that maybe you're not getting enough rest. And there it goes. And the Ace and the King of Acorns, this fiery sign here, optimism and innovation. It could be that in the heart space, you're. I know I go back to that. That was right, but that right there feels okay. So spend some quality time with family and friends. That's totally been coming up. Take time to embrace life and do the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you pleasure. So again, we're coming back to this happiness and abundance in the heart space, making the shifts and the changes, choosing love, choosing joy, choosing happiness. But I think you're gonna have to work hard to create this transformation. There's so many cards around determination and stamina and this big, huge Ten of Swords. I'm done with that situation. I'm out of here, kind of thing. Like it's like I can't. It's like put a fork in it. It's done, right? It's the final stab. Take time to embrace life and do some things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities that bring you true pleasure, and taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. And so again, the Emperor, focusing on what it is you really want, to create the stability that you really want, to get what it is you're really seeking here. And then we have this card of 35. And again, so it's around community and change, right? The 5, again with the change, but together this creates the self-mastery energy. And so, let's try reading what it says. 35. Hold on. There you go, celebration. Look at when I looked at this, I thought it looked like the Mardi Gras, and it made me think, because that generally happens during your sun sign season. So, celebration. It is time to take off your work hat. We have the card of hat. You will be playing a different role. It is time to take off your work hat. Oh, you guys have not been having enough fun. But you're not there yet. There's some stuff that has to happen to get you there. So I'm going to guess that between now and the time Mercury station clears its shadow, June 1st, you're going to have to dig in. You're going to have to dig in to create this transformation that in some way creates space in your life to bring in more balance, this ability to have a lot more fun and joy in your life. So, so I have an Aquarian son who's a school teacher, and so it kind of feels like that energy, like you got to get through the rest of the semester, and then in June, like you're free for a few months before you have to. Well, yeah, it works out to like 8 weeks until you have to go back in and get back to work. But it feels like there's this huge break coming, a shift in the way it goes, and you no longer have to be the boss, and instead you can just kind of focus on your own stuff. All right, so. It's time to take off your work hat and let your hair down. It's time to have fun, sing, dance, play, and be wild, and really let yourself go. Let go of the stresses in your daily life for just a little while and get out and enjoy yourself like you used to before you grew up. Your heart needs this, your mind needs this, and most importantly, your spirit needs this, right? You need this optimism. It will encourage innovation, right? And you are an innovative sign. Get out there and celebrate life, celebrate pleasure, and celebrate being you. So I think that you're in for, after we get to June, I do think you got to work your way up to it. I don't think it happens before then. But you have 2 aces, lots of opportunity, really great reading. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Leave me comments, hit the thumbs up. Join me over on Facebook. I'm there every day where I really get into the astrology. And we'll see where we go from here. This is cool. All right, I'll see you guys back here when we talk about that eclipse energy that's happening. Talk to you soon.